Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My name is Daniel, and I'm the Vegan Nazarite. Today, we're going to be reading from the Torah as every Shabbat. We're going to be, today's Torah reading is called Bo, and we're going to be reading Exodus 10:1 to 13:16. And the prophets today is Jeremiah 46:13-28. There we go. Now we have a full tooth smile, the new improved Vegan Nazarite. I just want to say before I start that I hope everybody had a good week, and I hope that things are going well in your lives. Here in Canada, things are good, and we've got the U.S. trying to obliterate us. But, I mean, this guy's a joker, so hopefully it won't last too long. So let's start. I've downloaded a version of the Tanakh that I can read directly, so we should have a little bit of an improvement on my eye contact with the camera, because now I'm using my PC as a teleprompter. So let's start. We're going to be starting at Exodus chapter 10, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, just to recap quickly, we're in Exodus, so Moses is showing plagues showing Pharaoh the plagues that he can do with Yah's power, of course. We can do nothing without God with us. So obviously, Moses is God-like, and Aaron is his prophet. And I didn't say that. The Torah actually says that. And God hardened Pharaoh's heart. So all those of you out there who believe in these so-called, I'm going to say Christian fables for lack of better, things like free will. Well, there's no free will. God can harden and soften your heart. That's what he does to his people. He softens your heart, gives you the new heart of flesh compared to the heart of stone that always rebels against him. Or in the case of Pharaoh, he can harden your heart to be completely obstinate to whatever miracles or wonders might be happening all around you. So just keep that in mind. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I might show these my signs in the midst of them, and that thou mayest in the ears of thy son and thy son's son, that I have wrought upon Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know that I am the Lord. And Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh, and they said to him, Thus says the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, how long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow I will bring locusts into thy border, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that one shall not be able to see the earth, and they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which groweth out of the field, and thy houses shall be filled, and the houses of all thy servants, and the houses of all thy Egyptians, as either thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen since the day that they were upon the earth upon this day. And he turned and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servant said unto him, How long shall this man be a snare unto us? Let them go, that they may serve the Lord their God, knowest not that Egypt is destroyed? And Moses and Aaron were brought again unto Pharaoh. And he said unto them, Go and serve the Lord your God. But who are they that shall go? And Moses said, We will go with our young and with our old, and with our sons and with our daughters. And with our flocks and with our herds we will go, for we must hold a feast unto the Lord. And he said unto them, So be the Lord with you. I will let you go, and your little ones. See that evil is before your faces. Not so. Go now ye that are men, and serve the Lord, for that is what you desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt, for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail has left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night, and it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went upon over all the land of Egypt, and rested in the borders of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be as such. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, and they did eat every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. And there remained not any green thing, either tree or herb of the field, through all the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste, and he said, I have sinned against the Lord your God and against you. Now therefore, forgive, I pray thee, my sin, only this once, and entreat the Lord your God that he may take away from me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh and entered and entreated the Lord. And the Lord turned an exceedingly strong west wind, which took up the locusts and drove them into the Red Sea. There remained no locusts in the borders of Egypt. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called on to Moses and said, Go ye, serve the Lord. Only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moses said, Thou must also give into our hand sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto the Lord our God. Our cattle shall also go with us. There shall not be a hoof left behind, for thereof must we take to serve the Lord our God, and we know not what we must serve the Lord until we come thither. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said unto him, Get thee from me, take heed to thyself, see thy face no more, for in the day thou seest my face, thou shalt die. And Moses said, Thou hast spoken well, I will see thy face again no more. And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet one plague more I will bring upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let them ask every man of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptian. Moreover, The man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, "Thus says the Lord, about midnight I will go out into the land of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of the cattle. And there shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt, such as there has none like it, nor shall there be like it any more. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog wet his tongue, against man or beast, that ye may know that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And all these servants shall come down unto me and bow down unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in hot anger. And the Lord sent out to Moses, Pharaoh will not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the children of Israel go out of his land. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, chapter 12, and the Lord spoke unto Moses in the land of Egypt, saying, This month, 13:16, this month shall be unto you the beginning of month. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of the 10th month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to their father's house, a lamb for a household. And if the household be too little for a lamb, then he and his neighbor next door unto his house take one according to the number of souls. According to every man's eating, you shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it from the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it unto the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation shall kill it at dusk. And they shall take of the blood and put it on the two side posts, and on the lintel, and on the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat it not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roasted with fire, its head and with its legs, and with the innards thereof. And you shall not let nothing of it remain until the morning, but that which remaineth of it until the morning you shall burn with fire. And thus shall you eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will go through the land of Egypt in that night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and there shall be no plague be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generation. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. Howbeit, the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, the soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be to you a holy convocation. And in the 7th day a holy convocation. No matter of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat. That only may be done by you. And you shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day I have brought your hosts out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you shall observe this day throughout your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at even, you shall eat unleavened bread until 1 and 20th day of the month at even. 7 days there shall be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether it be a sojourner or one that is born in the land. You shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations you shall eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for the elders of Israel and said unto them, Draw out and take you lambs according to your families, and kill the Passover lamb. And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out of the door from his house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the 2 side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. And you shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass, when you be come to the land which the Lord will give to you, according as he promised, that ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by this service? Then you will say, It is the service of the Lord's Passover, for that he passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And when the people bowed their heads and worshipped, and the children of Israel went and did so, as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass at midnight that the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne, unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle. And Pharaoh rose up that night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in the land of Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, Rise up, get you forth from among my people, both you and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord as you have said. Take both your flocks and your herds, as I have said, as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people to send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We are all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they asked the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they let them have what they asked. And they despoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides children. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, and very much cattle. And they bakened unleavened cakes of the dough which they had brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victuals. Now, the time that the children of Israel dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day came to pass, that all the host of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It was a night of watching unto the Lord for bringing them out of the land of Egypt. The same night is a night of watching unto the Lord for all the children of Israel throughout their generations. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall be no alien eating thereof, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then he shall eat thereof. A sojourner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house it shall be eaten, thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall you break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover of the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land. But no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. Thus did all the children of Israel. As the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass, the selfsame day, that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their hosts. Chapter 13. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine. And Moses said unto the people, Remember this day in which you came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage, for by strength of hand the Lord brought you from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten this day. Go forth in the month of Abib. And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Amorite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, which he swore unto thy fathers to give to thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and in the seventh day shall be a feast to the Lord. Unleavened bread shall be eaten throughout 7 days, and there shall be no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be any leaven seen with thee in all thy borders. And thou shalt cry, and thou shalt tell thy son in the day, saying, It is because that which the Lord did for me when I came forth out of Egypt. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thy hand, and for a memorial between thy eyes, that the law of the Lord may be in thy mouth. For with a strong hand hath the Lord brought thee out of Egypt. Thou shalt therefore keep this ordinance at its season from year to year. And it shall be, when the Lord shall bring thee unto the land of the Canaanite, as he swore unto thee and unto thy fathers, and he shall give it to thee, that thou shalt set apart unto the Lord all that open the womb, every firstling that is a male, which has coming of a beast, shall be the Lord's. And every firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb, and thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break its neck, and the firstborn of man among thy sons shall thou redeem. And it shall be when thy son ask thee in time to come, saying, What is this? Why shall we say unto him? That thou shalt say unto him, By strength of the hand the Lord brought us from the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all that opened up the wound, being males, but all the firstborn of my sons I redeem. And it shall be for a sign upon thy hand, and for frontlets between thy eyes, for by strength of the hand the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt. That's the Torah reading for today. Now let's move on to the prophets, which today is Jeremiah 46:13. Let me get there. So, Jeremiah. You know what? It'll be faster in the Bible. I should have bookmarked this first. Isaiah. Jeremiah. And we're looking at Jeremiah 46:13. Jeremiah 46:12. Jeremiah 46:13. The word which the Lord spoke to the prophet Jeremiah about the coming of King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon to attack the land of Egypt. Declare in Egypt, proclaim in Migdol, all the way up to 28. Let me mark that. Okay. Declare in Egypt, proclaim in Migdol, proclaim in Noth and Taphnes. Say, take your posts and stand ready, for the sword has devoured all around you. Why are your stalwarts swept away? They did not stand firm, for the Lord thrust them down. He made many stubble. They fell over one another. They said, up, let us return to our people, to the land of our birth, because of the deadly sword. There they called Pharaoh the king of Egypt, braggart who let the hour go by. As I live, declares the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts, as surely as Tabor is among the mountains and Carmel by the sea, so shall this come to pass. Equip yourself for exile, fair Egypt, you who dwell secure. For Noth shall become a waste, desolate, without inhabitants. Egypt is a handsome heifer, a gadfly from the north is coming. The mercenaries too in her midst are like stall-fed calves. They too shall turn tail, flee as one, and make no stand. The day of disaster upon them, the hour of their doom, she shall rustle away like a snake. As they come marching in force, they shall come against her with axes. Like hewers of wood, they shall cut down her forest, declares the Lord. Though it cannot be measured, for they are more numerous than locusts, and cannot be counted, fair Egypt shall be shamed, handed over to the people of the north. The Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, has said, I will inflict punishment on Ammon of Noand and on Pharaoh, on Egypt, her gods, her kings, on Pharaoh and all who rely on him. I will deliver them into the hands of those who seek to kill them, into the hands of King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, and into the hands of his subjects. But afterward, she shall be inhabited again as in the former days, declares the Lord. But you, have no fear, my servant Jacob. Be not dismayed, O Israel. I will deliver you from far away. Your folk in their land of captivity, and Jacob again shall have calm and quiet, with none to trouble him. But you, have no fear, my servant Jacob. Well, there we go. That was a Torah reading for today. I hope everybody has a good Sabbath day, and you be blessed in the coming weeks. Thank you all for listening. I hope everybody had a good understanding of the Torah today. We're in Exodus. I know we're a little bit offset from the normal Torah readings, and that's because, and we read that in the Torah today, the beginning of the year is actually 14 days before Passover. So when I decided to do my Torah readings, instead of following the Babylonian New Year, I decided to follow the biblical one now. And that's why there's a little bit of an offset between the Torah readings that I do and the Torah readings you'll see being read on the Shabbat in the synagogues and the assemblies. So I want to wish everybody a happy Shabbat. May the Lord bless you in all your ways, and may the Torah be strong in your heart and in your mind. Have a good week, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.